Hey guys, it's Adam from the channel. It's been a month since I've said anything on this channel, so I thought I'd do something new. First, we just got back yesterday morning from our 2 week vacation. We were just really busy, so we didn't feel like getting the camera out and doing anything on vacation. We're just kind of relaxing and going out and seeing people. So just didn't occur to me to bring the camera out because we needed a chance to recharge the batteries. But just want to give a couple updates. We do have a couple sketches popping up. I'm uploading them right now for the Adam channel that we did today. They're both pretty quick. I think one's like 47 seconds, the other one's like 2 minutes. So they're quick to watch. And so I thought I'd just do something for this channel too. Our podcasts are basically, we're going to be doing kind of a sort of a Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing, but it's not Dungeons and Dragons, where we're going to have these characters and it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to start doing that, I believe, on the 23rd is when we're going to, because my group, Turbo Turkey's got a sketch show coming up on the 17th. So right now we're spending the next 2 Saturdays meeting and rehearsing and getting that all memorized and promoting the show and all that stuff. So kind of busy the next 2 Saturdays, but after that we're going to start doing a regular thing, and then we might also do like a separate podcast just to talk like I'm doing right here with like gigantic hands here. So yeah, also I just wanted to check in with you guys. We saw Venom and Let There Be Carnage last night. It was pretty good. It was a lot of fun. A lot of silly humor, but I thought the CGI was a lot of CGI. But for Venom and Carnage, you kind of have to do CGI, so I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, some good humor and some good stuff. There's a couple things here and there I didn't like about it, but nothing that was like, oh god, this movie's terrible. It's like, and the mid-credit scene, thumbs up. Exciting stuff. So also been continuing to watch Stargirl. This is just gonna be another random thoughts with Adam. But yeah, continue to watch Stargirl, and like I said, every episode is good. I mean, it's simple. It's amazing if you just do a show and you just make it fun, then you can enjoy it, and you don't have to feel like you're being, preached about issues in the real world. Because say that for Oscar movies, just watching a show about superhero team. But I do think I like the villain. The most recent one kind of popped Eclipso out of his thing, and he's got a very Pennywise or Freddy Krueger type of quality to him. Where he really gets in their head and messes with them. It's pretty cool, pretty good. Yeah, there's one. The only issue I had with it was the last episode. The one character, God, what's her name? She's the one that has the goggles. African American girl, and she's great. Like I said, she's got a lot of enthusiasm. But like he went for he's been doing psychological things with each of them, and he immediately went with like, oh, you don't belong here because he basically being racist with it, and it was kind of like, do you need to do that though? It's just like, I get it. There's he's a villain and he's trying to mess with her and get in her head, but it's like black people are so much more than just their freaking skin color. It's like she's a nerdy character. She's kind of an outcast. Just play off of that. Why is it every time you have to go right for the race stuff? I don't know. I get it. I understand what they're doing with it, but it just feels like a crutch they go to. It's like people of color or whatever the case are so much more than just what their skin color is or what their nationality is or what someone's sexuality is. You don't need to make that. That just bugged me a little bit. Nothing that's gonna ruin the show, but I still like the show. On my vacation, I watched Ragnarok on Netflix with my dad. I think it's Norwegian, I believe, but it's dubbed and stuff like that. But it's kind of, these people are figuring out that they're basically Thor and Loki and all this stuff. It was a pretty good show. We really enjoyed it. It was like 2 seasons. Hopefully they'll get a 3rd season because they set it up for one. But it was pretty cool. It had some good humor to it. The guy who was obviously Loki was very good. He was, I could see some Hiddleston influences there, but he was entertaining, and the guy playing Thor definitely looked a little bit like Chris Hemsworth too, so that helped. But that was a good show, so check that out on Netflix for sure. What else did we see? We saw Cry Macho with Clint Eastwood. That was really good. A lot of fun. There's a rooster in there. That's the name of the macho. And it's just fun, I mean, Clint Eastwood's 91, but man, he's still making movies. I got, respect to that. My parents really enjoyed that. Like I said, we had a great vacation. I got to see my parents and my brother and sister and stuff, and aunts, uncles, cousins, all that good stuff. I got to go out to eat a lot, and we went to Chicago for a day, saw the aquarium. That was a lot of fun. And then, what else did we do? Oh yeah, we went to my friend Tim's wedding. We had a blast. We just danced our asses off, and that was a lot of fun. And then we had a couple days at the hotel as well. We just kind of went to we got to swim, and that was cool because there wasn't that many people there, so we had the pool to ourselves. So that was, for me and Anna, that was cool. And then got to see a friend of mine from high school I hadn't seen since high school. It was great to catch up with him and stuff, and played games and had a good time with family. So it was definitely a much needed vacation. And being on the train, let me tell you, because any other time we take the train before, we just taken coach, so you're just in the seat the whole time, and you can walk around and stuff. But we actually had gotten a roomette this time, me and my wife, and so you're kind of closed off. It's cool because you just close the door, you get your own privacy, then you just kind of make the beds almost like bunk beds. And other than bashing my head on the bunk bed, which really freaking hurt, not too bad. But it was very peaceful. We got meals included with it. Excellent food too, like steak and crab cakes and all that stuff. Excellent desserts, complimentary alcoholic beverage, those little mini bottles. Those are fun. That was a lot of cool stuff there. So it was a good vacation. We really had a good time. I highly recommend, if you're going to travel by train. It's like, whether it's a day trip or whether it's a 2-day trip, if you can afford to, get yourself a roomette, or if you can afford it even bigger, get the bigger room. Because it really does make a difference. Because I know a lot of people will get on the train and they're like, oh God, it's 2 days. I'm just going to sit in the seat. I can't sleep in the seat. You can't get comfortable. I totally get that. So yeah, but it's one of those things where, like, we did the roomette. We're like, man, I don't want to go back to coach ever again. I'm not, unless it's a 1-day trip. But if we're going to get a 2-day trip or a multiple-day trip, it's like, we got to get the roomette. So it was nice to be able to actually do that because, it's nice to be in better financial state than I used to be. Because it used to be just like, man. So happy about that. Anything else? Did we watch anything else? Because we saw Venom, and we said we're going to see Halloween Kills when it comes out for sure. Let's see. Oh, we watched this horrible movie called Greenland. It's just like, and then we keep seeing this goddamn trailer for this Moonfall, and it's just like, it's another Roland Emmerich disaster movie. It's just like, just stop making this. I know it's just pretty much all he does, like Michael Bay with explosions, but it's just like, people want to talk about superhero movies being overblown and like, oh, they've run their course. No, I think disaster movies have run their course, guys. We've been doing this stuff for so long, and they keep getting more ridiculous, but they are always the same. It's always like, oh, someone's running, and then they escape something that would have actually killed someone easily. I think they're just as ridiculous. We talk about Fast and Furious and superhero movies being ridiculous. No, disaster movies to me are the most ridiculous because you have just ridiculous escaping things. I remember 2012, it's like, China is building these arcs, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm sure they're just going to say, yeah, Americans, come on over. Come be in our arcs. They're totally going to do that. No, they're going to protect their own citizens like they would, just like America would too. And then but this Greenland one, it was about a comet was going to hit, like a destructing comet. It had Gerard Butler in it. But like, they had chosen certain people to go along this place in Greenland, which apparently for some reason they're in Greenland. I don't know why Greenland is the specific place that is going to be protected from the comet, but that's where they're building it. But then you have all these people, they run to these people, and then they have their kid, and they were chosen, but then the kid is diabetic, and they find out he's diabetic, and they're like, well, he can't come on now. The fuck? We can't have any sick people here. It's like, what the hell? First of all, why would you tell them anyway? If that was the case, why would you tell them that they were, But it was just another one of those cliches, and they get picked up by someone, and then it's just all ridiculous. Oh, this guy's I'm gonna take your kid and try to get on this thing, and it's like, yeah, I know. There's definitely, as we seen from the pandemic, there's definitely people out there that act like total assholes, and so I agree to a point of it being realistic now, especially after the last couple of years. But it was just so bad. I was just like, and there were people that were like, oh, this is a good movie. It's like, it's really not. I mean, it's dumb, and you can laugh at it, but this new one, Moonfall, it's like, what if the moon fell to the earth? And like, then we'd be dead. That's about the end of it. The moon hits the earth, we're dead. Just like the sun explodes, we're dead. End of movie. It's just like Titanic. Once the boat sinks, guess what? They died. There you can't really, people, but it's like, so a movie can happen, pretty much, is what they usually say. But yeah, so that was a ridiculous movie. Other than that, though, yeah, it was a good vacation, and I don't think there's anything else that we watched that I can think of. I don't think we only went to the movies once while we were there, so yeah, but no, it was a good vacation. And just wanted to check in with you guys on this channel, have something for the other channels since we had some sketches for Adam and Anna. And yeah, subscribe, guys. Let's get some subscriptions going. Let's get some, we need your support. And it's not so much, me and Anna aren't really, we're not making a career of this or nothing like that. We're actors, of course, so we're just kind of getting our stuff out there. But yeah, support us. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for notification. All that good stuff. And yeah, and subscribe to the other channel too. We're sitting at 42. We've been at 42 for about a month or two, I think. So that's kind of frustrating. We're trying to get to 50, guys. So help us get to 50 over there. And let's get to 10 on this one at least. That would be a nice goal. All right, so this has been Rambling Thoughts about random things with Adam. So thank you for Rambling Thoughts Part 2. See you next time.